Give me a sign, will everything be alright? I need a sign, cause I don't wanna waste my time. Sometimes I don't wanna wake up, I feel tired in my bed, wanna lay up. Watch TV instead, about fake love. Let the drama unfold with my brain numb. Yeah, I'm still digesting everything that's going on, second guessing if this world is a place worth saving. I feel lost in this world as of lately. Give me a sign, will everything be alright?
So today, through a video, I was hoping to get both the retics out in the garden, but unfortunately, typical British weather, it's miserable. So yeah, I thought why not just get them both out for a soak. We currently have Coca-Cola soaking at the minute, and yeah, this girl at the minute, her enclosure is too small, you know, so she is next to be upgraded in the next few months. She will be going in exactly the same size viv as what Coca-Cola is in. But yeah, I you know, I do feel bad, but yeah, we are on it, and she will be getting an upgrade very, very soon. She is out a lot of the time in the week. You know, she comes up in the house and goes live with me on TikTok quite a bit, and if I am home and it's a nice weather, nice sunny day, then my retics are always out in the garden. But yeah, so she's having a lovely soak at the minute, and hopefully we can upgrade her in around 2 to 3 months, hopefully. But yeah, absolutely stunning, this girl. But yeah, in today's video, in a bit, I just want to mention a few of my favourite YouTubers at the minute that I watch a lot of. And yeah, another thing I wanted to mention as well is I'm still actually not decided on this myself, as I think both have got pros and cons. But what do we think, guys, with Substrate regarding to larger constrictors, so like your Burmese and your retics? You know, like I say, there's cons to both of these, but what do we think? Do we think, you know, a paper substrate rolled out, or I use at the minute this compressed coconut chip substrate, order it in bulk off Amazon, and I find this is very good stuff, but again, this does have its cons as well. So yeah, what do we think, guys? I have used both in the past. I've used paper for my retics, and like I say, I've used this. This stuff, you know, I like it because, you know, it's very absorbent, and I do, well, you could say spot clean, but it's spot clean on a very large, you know, spot clean in very large areas. You know, obviously when they do number 1s and number 2s. But yeah, so in some ways this stuff is great, and what I like about this as well is there's definitely a bit more enrichment for them, you know, with this, especially if you mix it in with leaves and stuff like that. So yeah, in some ways this stuff is great, and this is, like I say, what I use at the minute. But I have noticed with this stuff as well, I mean, I got back from work the other day, and my other retic, Banana Split, I noticed she had a bulge one side of her mouth, and you know, she's not a rubber, she doesn't, you know, rub herself on the glass a lot. So I thought, oh bloody hell, you know, she's got an infection, or. And as soon as I got her out, all I did was gently, lightly touch her, and a bit of this fell out of the side of her mouth. Now, chances are she would have had a drink, or it would have just fell out. But you know, we have all heard it with stuff like this. You know, it's substrate. We can end up with infections in their mouth, and yeah. So, like I say, this does have its cons as well. But yeah, look, I'm still undecided with it, really. I mean, let us know what you think in the comments. I mean, a lot of you know, people that keep retics, where they've got lots of them, you generally find that they just keep on paper. Now, in some ways, like I say, I've kept on paper before. Paper is great, I find, but the only thing I find with paper is, you know, obviously the enrichment is not there for them as with this stuff. And also, you know, say if, you know, my retics, I'm always hot on it. You'll never, anytime I find mess in my enclosures, it's sorted out. But you know, if I was to go to work and one of these girls, you know, did have a number 1 or 2 and it was on paper, then they possibly could be sitting in that all day. Whereas, all right, you could say they'd be sitting on it all day in this, but at least it's absorbed up a bit. But yeah, I just wanted to, you know what other people think of this. All my other stuff, my colubrids, I've never had any problems with this stuff at all. You know, getting in their mouths, causing a problem. And like I said, I never have with the retics either, but like I said, there's a few times now where I've noticed bits in their mouth. Yeah, could it have led to anything else? Because, you know, I've heard before of, like I say, retics getting infections in their mouth and stuff like that, where bits of substrate and that have been caught. I mean, you could say as well, you know, they're kind of on this stuff in the wild, but it's not, is it, in some ways? You know, they're not constantly on the same substrate. So yeah, I just thought it was a interesting, you know, just interesting really, and I kind of want to hear, you know, what other people think on this. But yeah, let us know down in the comments. Like I say, I'm still kind of undecided. You know, they have both got their pros and their cons. But yeah, let us know, guys. Okay, so now she's had a nice soak, we are going to put her back in. But yeah, like I say, guys, this enclosure is too small for a bit. She is going to be upgraded, like I say, in the next 2 to 3 months. I'm going back in. Go. Stop it. Go. And go. What I do always use is if they've had a soak before they go in, I'll always put a towel down. This way they can dry. They're underneath as they go back in. But yeah, really need to get this girl in a bigger enclosure. But like I say, there isn't an excuse for it, but she is out quite a bit of the time. A lot of the time you find with these as well, their tails are very, very sensitive. You know, I see a lot of people online as well, like, you know, grabbing their tails, you know, touching their tails to make them go in quicker, and in some ways it looks like it scares them. So yeah, I'm really not a lover of seeing people do that. Go. Right, so now we're going to get banana split out for a soak. If you do watch my channel, any of you will know that this girl is definitely one of my more challenging animals to work with. You know, she has just got a very strong feeding response, but generally once she's out, you know, she's really good. On girl. Good girl. Girl. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Come on, come up, soak. Good girl. No. Go on. Move away. Good girl. Good girl. In here then. Yeah, now this girl does look like she'll be going into a shed at some point. Be not far off. Good girl. Yeah, definitely going into a shed with her. She does go slightly reddish, pinky underneath in a few areas, so that's how I know she will be coming up to a shed soon. Go. Come on. Come on, in you. Come on. Okay, so while this girl's having a soak, you know, I just wanted to kind of, yeah, just share what I watch on YouTube at the minute, and a few of my favourite channels on YouTube at the minute. So these are in no particular order at all. You know, I like all these channels, you know, just for different things. But yeah, who should we start with? Okay, so one of my favourite channels, what I watch at the minute, is Snakes Plus, and this is actually one of my friends' channel, Dave Sharp. He has also got another channel called Nature. It's like Dave Sharp Nature Boy, and another channel which I don't really watch too much of his, but his is his falconry channel. But yeah, amazing channel. I am friends with Dave myself, and you know, Dave is a great bloke, just really knowledgeable. I'm always asking him questions about stuff, especially when it comes down to the false water cobras and, you know, stuff like that, as he's been, you know, keeping false water cobras a lot longer than me, and he's a lot more experienced. But yeah, great bloke, and I really recommend going out and checking his channels. But yeah, great channel. What else is there? Another one that I watch quite a lot is Mark the Spider Guy. Just such a great channel. I love, you know, getting in from work at the week, you know, and just watching Mark's stuff with his spider rehousings. It's just to the point straight away. There's no messing around with Mark's videos. He's literally setting up his enclosures, and then it'll be rehousing his spiders. And yeah, just a great channel, great bloke. So yeah, highly recommend you go out and watch Mark. So, like I say, a lot bigger channel than mine, but yeah, that's what I'm watching on YouTube at the minute. My third one, I believe, it's not a English YouTuber. I'm not sure whereabouts he's from. I'm guessing America somewhere. But Kevin Fleming, and he has got some absolutely stunning retics, and a few other reptiles as well. But yeah, the way this bloke is around his retics, and yeah, just how he is in general with his retics, and you know, the respect he has for his animals. You can just see like how much respect he has for them, the way he handles them, and yeah, everything like that. So yeah, well worth checking Kevin's channel out. I believe it is just Kevin Fleming. But yeah, well worth checking that out, guys. He's got some absolutely stunning retics. He's got some new one at the minute that he's got. But yeah, only a small snake, but real massive head on it. But yeah, going to be really interesting to see how that snake turns out. Let's put this on. Now, another one of the channels I've been watching at the minute, even though my fish tank is gone now, you know, I don't really keep any, you know, monster fish anymore, but nevertheless I still watch, and that is, I believe it's Koi and Predator Aquatics UK. The bloke's name is Tim. Now Tim has actually got a beautiful natural koi pond, which I think nowadays is really nice to see, as a lot of people just have these. I'm not saying they're not great, still beautiful setups, but you know, kind of not natural. But yeah, Koi's pond, it's nice to see koi in a very natural pond, you know, there where they can dig, and you know, see a lot more natural behaviour for them. So that's really, you know, great to see. And not only that, I think one of the most impressive things about this channel is Tim has actually built basically a tropical pond, basically in his man cave. Now this is just absolutely incredible, this pond he's built. It's you know, it's not just thrown together with wood and put a liner in. You know, he really has built this pond from the ground up, and it's massive. You know, it is all blocks, brickwork he's used to do this, all reinforced. And I believe the product that he's sealed this pond with is called, it's tank and slurry. So a lot of different, I've watched quite a few builds online. But yeah, this is absolutely incredible, this pond. And yeah, well worth a watch. But yeah, they are a few of my channels that I like to watch at the minute. Yeah, I just thought I'd give them all of a shout out, as they are great channels. And yeah, I'm going to call it at that today, guys. I'm going to let her soak off a bit and then go and get sorted, ready for work tomorrow. But yeah, if you do like this channel, if you did like this video, please give us the thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to this channel and just commenting down below, as it really helps this channel. I really want to push this channel now and really hit that 500 subscriber mark. And yeah, see you in the next one.